Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to have you here today. Let me ask you something right off the bat. When you reach for a snack, maybe a handful of nuts, do you ever pause and wonder if that simple choice is truly helping you stay strong and vibrant as you age? We hear so much about healthy fats and nutrient-dense foods, and nuts are often at the top of that list, right? But what if I told you that some of the nuts many seniors eat every single day, thinking they're doing their body good, might actually be working against them? Could they be subtly contributing to things like joint discomfort, energy slumps, or even interfering with the very medications meant to protect your health? It's a concerning thought, isn't it? Now, before we dive deep into this, if you find this kind of health information valuable, could you do me a small favor? Giving this video a like really helps us reach more seniors who could benefit from these insights. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it. That way, you won't miss out on future discussions designed to help you live your healthiest life. And I genuinely want to know your thoughts as we go. Let's make this interactive. If you're finding this topic interesting right from the start, type a quick yes in the comments below. It helps me know we're on the right track together. Okay? Let's get into it. As we navigate our senior years, our bodies change. Our nutritional needs shift, and sometimes our systems become a bit more sensitive. Foods that were perfectly fine years ago might need a second look. It's not about creating fear, it's about gaining awareness so we can make truly informed choices. Balance, much like we discussed with vitamins, is absolutely key. Today, we're going to talk about 3 types of nuts that, while popular, might warrant some caution for seniors, especially if consumed frequently or in large quantities. We'll explore why they might pose challenges. Then, importantly, we'll pivot to 3 fantastic nuts that research suggests can be incredibly beneficial for supporting strength, brain health, and overall vitality as we age. Remember, this isn't about banning foods, but understanding them better. Peanuts. They're everywhere, aren't they? Ball games, snack mixes, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. A true American staple, often praised for being affordable and packed with protein, they seem like a reliable choice. But let's look a little closer, specifically through the lens of senior health. One concern that sometimes comes up is aflatoxins. Now, peanuts aren't true tree nuts, they're legumes that grow underground. This environment can sometimes foster molds that produce these toxins. While regulatory bodies monitor levels and younger bodies might handle trace amounts okay, some experts suggest that as our natural detoxification systems become less efficient with age, even low-level chronic exposure could potentially add unnecessary stress over time. It's not something to panic about, but perhaps a reason to prioritize quality sources and proper storage. More commonly discussed, though, is the omega-6 fatty acid content in peanuts. Our bodies need a balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are generally anti-inflammatory, while an excess of omega-6s relative to omega-3s can promote inflammation. The standard American diet is often already high in omega. Adding large amounts of peanuts regularly could potentially tip that balance further, contributing to the low-grade chronic inflammation linked to conditions like arthritis pain or cardiovascular issues, things many seniors are actively trying to manage. Does that chronic achiness sound familiar to anyone? Maybe it's worth considering your overall omega-6 intake. Another point, particularly crucial for some seniors, is vitamin K. Peanuts contain vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting. If you're taking blood-thinning medication like warfarin, consistency in your vitamin K intake is vital. Suddenly, eating large amounts of peanuts could potentially interfere with how well your medication works. This is definitely something to discuss with your doctor or pharmacist. If you're on blood thinners, they need the full picture of your diet. And let's quickly touch on peanut butter. While natural peanut butter can be okay in moderation, many commercial brands are loaded with added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and extra salt. These additives work directly against heart health, blood pressure management, and stable blood sugar. Key concerns for seniors: always read the label. Look for minimal ingredients. My personal take: if you love peanut butter, opt for natural versions and treat it as a condiment, not a main food group, keeping that omega-6 balance in mind. So, with peanuts, the takeaway isn't necessarily never eat them, but perhaps be mindful. Consider the quantity, the quality, how they fit into your overall omega-3, omega-6 balance, potential medication interactions, and choosing natural peanut butter over processed versions. Oh, cashews! That creamy, satisfying texture makes them a favorite for many. They feel luxurious, often finding their way into sauces, salads, or just eaten by the handful. But again, let's examine them with our senior health hat on. Cashews contain oxalates. These are natural compounds found in many plant foods. In the body, oxalates can bind to minerals like calcium, potentially reducing its absorption. For seniors concerned about bone health and getting enough calcium, relying heavily on high oxalate foods might be counterproductive if calcium intake isn't already robust. Furthermore, for individuals prone to certain types of kidney stones, high oxalate intake is generally discouraged. If you have a history of kidney stones, this is definitely a conversation for your doctor. Another aspect of cashews is their carbohydrate content. Compared to some other nuts like almonds or walnuts, cashews are a bit higher in carbohydrates. While not inherently bad, eating large quantities, especially on their own, could lead to more noticeable spikes in blood sugar for some individuals, particularly those managing diabetes or pre-diabetes. Stable blood sugar is so important for energy levels, nerve health, and preventing complications. My thought here is about pairing. Having a smaller portion of cashews alongside protein or fiber might help mitigate blood sugar swings. And while less of a nutritional concern, their smooth shape has occasionally been cited as a potential choking hazard, particularly for seniors who might have difficulties with chewing or swallowing. It's just something to be aware of, encouraging mindful eating. So, with cashews, the consideration points are potential oxalate issues, their carbohydrate impact on blood sugar if eaten in large amounts, and simply eating them mindfully. Moderation seems key here. They do offer nutrients like magnesium and copper, so it's about balancing potential downsides with benefits in the context of your individual health. Pine nuts often feel a bit fancy, right? Sprinkled on salads, blended into pesto, they have a delicate flavor. But these little guys carry a couple of specific cautions worth mentioning for seniors. A significant one is potential medication interactions. Certain compounds in pine nuts might interfere with how the body metabolizes various medications. The competitor script mentioned interactions with blood pressure meds, statins, and others. The exact mechanisms and extent aren't always perfectly clear, but the potential is there. Given that many seniors manage multiple chronic conditions with medication, this is a crucial point. My strong opinion: if you take regular medications, especially multiple ones, make it a habit to ask your pharmacist about potential food interactions, including less common ones like pine nuts. Don't assume something is fine just because it's natural. Have you ever heard of pine mouth syndrome? It's a strange, temporary condition some people experience after eating certain pine nuts, where everything tastes bitter or metallic for days or even weeks. While not dangerous, it can be really unpleasant and could discourage eating, which is problematic for seniors already at risk of poor appetite or malnutrition. It seems linked to specific species of pine nuts, but it's hard to predict. Pine nuts are also rich in polyunsaturated fats. While these fats can be healthy, they are more prone to becoming rancid if not stored properly or if they're old. Consuming rancid fats introduces harmful free radicals into the body, contributing to oxidative stress and inflammation, essentially accelerating the aging process at a cellular level. My advice? Buy pine nuts from reputable sources with high turnover. Store them in the fridge or freezer in an airtight container and use them relatively quickly. If they smell or taste off, toss them. Considering the potential medication interactions, the odd risk of pine mouth, and their susceptibility to rancidity while they offer nutrients, there might be more reliable and safer nut choices for regular consumption by seniors. Okay, we've covered 3 nuts that might warrant a bit more caution. How are we doing? Has any of this information surprised you, or perhaps confirmed something you suspected? Let me know in the comments. Maybe share a quick "learned something new" if that's the case. Remember, the goal here is empowerment through knowledge. These are the ones you might want to lean into, incorporating them thoughtfully into your diet to support your strength, mind, and overall well-being. Almonds are just wonderfully versatile and packed with goodness. When we think about senior health, bone strength is paramount, right? We want to prevent falls and fractures. Almonds are a fantastic source of both calcium and magnesium. Remember how we discussed balance earlier? Calcium needs magnesium to be properly utilized by the body and directed into the bones, rather than potentially ending up where we don't want it, like arteries. Almonds provide this synergistic duo naturally. Regular intake, as part of a balanced diet, can contribute significantly to maintaining bone density. But almonds aren't just about bones. They offer a good dose of plant-based protein and healthy monounsaturated fats, which are crucial for maintaining muscle mass. We know muscle loss is a real concern as we age, impacting strength, balance, and metabolism. Fueling muscles with protein and healthy fats helps counteract this. Plus, almonds contain fiber for digestive health and vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects cells from damage. Research consistently links almond consumption to better heart health markers too, like improved cholesterol levels. My practical tip: a small handful makes a great snack. You can also use slivered almonds on salads or oatmeal, or choose natural almond butter. Soaking almonds overnight might even make them easier to digest for some. Have you ever noticed a walnut kind of looks like a tiny brain? It's a fun coincidence, but fitting. Walnuts are perhaps most famous for their contribution to brain health. They are one of the best plant-based sources of alpha-linolenic acid, an essential omega-3 fatty acid. Our brains rely heavily on healthy fats like ALA for maintaining cell membrane fluidity and supporting communication between neurons. This translates to better memory, focus, and cognitive function. Walnuts are also packed with antioxidants, including unique polyphenols that help combat inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. Key factors implicated in age-related cognitive decline. Studies have linked regular walnut consumption to better cognitive performance in older adults. Isn't that fantastic? Beyond the brain, walnuts support healthy circulation. They contain arginine, an amino acid the body uses to produce nitric oxide, which helps relax blood vessels. Better blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients delivered to your muscles, supporting physical stamina and potentially reducing the risk of falls. Good circulation is fundamental to overall vitality. Walnuts even contain natural melatonin, which can support healthy sleep patterns, and their combination of healthy fats and antioxidants may contribute to better mood regulation. My suggestion: toss chopped walnuts into yogurt, salads, or simply enjoy a small handful. Their slightly bitter note pairs well with sweet fruits. Pistachios are fun to eat, aren't they? That little bit of effort to crack the shell can actually be beneficial. It encourages mindful eating, but their benefits go far beyond that. Pistachios are excellent for heart health. They are rich in potassium, which helps counterbalance sodium and supports healthy blood pressure levels, a major concern for many seniors. They also boast those heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats that help manage cholesterol levels. Choosing unsalted pistachios is key here to maximize the blood pressure benefits. What makes pistachios stand out, especially for seniors, is their high content of lutein and zeaxanthin. These are powerful antioxidants that concentrate in the macula of the eye. They act like internal sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and protecting against oxidative damage linked to age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Protecting your eyesight is crucial for maintaining independence and quality of life. The act of shelling pistachios also engages fine motor skills, and their satisfying crunch supports oral health. Plus, their vibrant color and delicious taste just make healthy eating more enjoyable. My take: pistachios feel like a treat, but they're working hard for your heart and eyes. Opt for unsalted varieties whenever possible. So, we've journeyed through some nuts to be mindful of and 3 fantastic ones to embrace. What's the overarching message? It's about awareness, balance, and personalization. It's not just which nuts you eat, but how you eat them. Prioritize raw or dry roasted, unsalted varieties whenever possible. Pay attention to portion sizes. Nuts are nutrient-dense, but also calorie-dense. Ensure freshness to avoid rancidity, especially with nuts higher in polyunsaturated fats like walnuts and pine nuts. Most importantly, listen to your body and consider your individual health picture. If you have specific conditions like kidney disease, diabetes, or are on multiple medications, it's always wise to discuss dietary choices, even seemingly healthy ones like nuts, with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can provide personalized guidance. The power lies in making informed choices that support your unique journey towards healthy aging. Focusing on incorporating beneficial nuts like almonds, walnuts, and pistachios regularly can be a simple yet potent strategy to boost your intake of healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Choosing the right nuts can be a small change with a big impact on your strength, your clarity, and your ability to live life fully and independently for years to come. It's about nourishing your body with intention and wisdom. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, exploring the world of nuts for senior health. I hope you found this discussion helpful and empowering. What was your biggest takeaway? Is there one nut you plan to incorporate more, or perhaps one you'll be more mindful of? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading them, and it helps us all learn from each other. If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends or family who might benefit, and make sure you're subscribed so we can continue these important health conversations together. Here's to making informed choices, staying strong, and embracing vibrant health at every age. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.